Hello everyone, Emily is here. So today I would like to talk about the story of Okami, and since this will be long, so I will make it into several parts. I know a lot of people have played this game before, but I still want to share it with you all. Hope you all like it and enjoy. Long time ago, there is a story behind a peaceful Kamiki village. Every year, a terrifying evil Orochi fall down and lay upon the village young maiden as a sacrifice. But unfortunately, the arrow has chosen Nagi's secretly beloved maiden. From that moment, Nagi has decided to end Orochi once and for all. So he went to the moon cave and has a fierce battle between Orochi. When Nagi is almost exhausted at the end of the fight, Shiranui appears and helps Nagi with every celestial moves Shiranui had to eliminate Orochi. But the battle has worn out Shiranui's strength. With the last breath, Shiranui calls upon the moon and activates the true power of Tsukuyomi. At that moment, Nagi slashes Orochi's heads and ends Orochi's evil power. When peace finally returned to the land, Nagi saw Shiranui's fallen body and swiftly carried back to the village. With Shiranui's last breath, Shiranui closes the eyes and pass away as like into slumber. To honor Shiranui's heroic deeds, the villagers has created the statue and placed at the village, and Nagi seals off Orochi with Tsukuyomi in the moon cave. However, one day, an unknown figure appears in front of the grave of Orochi and pulls out Tsukuyomi. Again, the evil has been released once more after 100 years of slumber. With the terrifying roar, evil swept away the land again and covered in dark power. But fear not, as soon a huge rock tries to strike the statue of Shiranui under the sacred tree, the wood sprite Sakuya appears and protects the statue. And soon Sakuya summons Amaterasu by using the first weapon where the player will have. The statue quickly became the white wolf, Okami Amaterasu, and appeared in front of Sakuya. When Sakuya tries to talk to Amaterasu, she seems not interested with the situation. In the middle of the conversation, suddenly Isun jumped out from Sakuya's robe and started to talk about himself and having an interesting chat with Amaterasu and Sakuya. Suddenly, a fearful roar appears, interrupted the cheerful chat. Unfortunately, Sakuya's power has been weakened from protecting Kamiki village, and soon transformed into a tree with a huge peach fruit hanging on the tree. To restore and purify the village, Amy and Isun went into the tree and able to find Yomigami and Tachigami, learn a rejuvenation and cut technique. After the beautiful scene of restoring Kamiki village, Amy and Isun realized everyone has been petrified. So they went up to the sacred deck and Amy drew a sun high up in the sky. Soon, Isun quickly realized Amy is the sun goddess after all, so it is an easy job for Amy. Suddenly, an old man appears called Mr. Orange. Come up to have a look at the sacred deck. Found Amy and thought Amy is just a white wolf. Also reminds him about Shiranui too. In the middle of the conversation, chilly moments creeps up, and quickly Amy flings away Mr. Orange to safety and immediately starts the fight with the monsters. So after the fight, Amy and Isun go down from the sacred deck and look around the village. Soon they found out there is a huge rock have blocked the way from getting out Kamiki village. From the advice that the merchant gave, Amy and Isun went to find sleeping Susano under the basement. Well, seems like Susano doesn't want to cooperate, so Amy brought him out from the basement and runs straight to the merchant. After some persuasion from the merchant, Susano reluctantly accepts the request and runs straight back to the training ground. When Amy and Isun found Susanoo, he just being lazy and giving excuse for having another sake, where Amy and Isun can get it from Kushi. Luckily, the sake did the job and able to let Susanoo get back to training. As soon as Susanoo fills up his confidence, he quickly rushed to the huge rock and cut them into half, even though the cutting job was mostly done by Amy. After the huge rock has been cut into half, Susanoo unbelievably looked at his own sword and surprised what he did. With the encouragement of his shocking success, he immediately runs out from Kamiki village and continues his training. By the looks of it, Isun started to worry if Susanoo can manage to kill monsters by himself. Suddenly, Sakuya appears and have some important conversation about restoring Guardian Sapling around the land in order to help Sakuya regain power. As soon as she finished her words, Sakuya slowly turns into fading petals and disappeared into thin air. With the markings of Guardian Saplings available in different places on the map, Amy and Isun start the adventure and the journey begins. So this is the first part of the story. I will continue the next part on the later videos. And I hope you all enjoy it. I know this is not much, and when I played some part of the game and did some research, I realized the story can go quite long. So that's why I have to make it into several parts. But whatever it is, I do hope this is a good one. Well, at least I'm happy with talking about video games. So yeah, hope you all like it and hope to see you all in the next video. So bye!